Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. Daggerwin has just said he's going to go and sell the straw bales, so he's just heading down to the sell point now. He's just selling them now. There they go. So he's getting those sold. We've got a sunflower field to harvest there. We also have another field over here, one we harvested last episode, which needs planting. I thought possibly planting that with sunflowers, but we will need to cultivate it first. I'm just looking to see if I can find the cultivator. Is it in this shed? Got a little blue one in there, but I don't know where my bigger one that I bought has gone. Is that? Oh, it's behind the spreader, I think, possibly. Can't tell. Or is it behind the shed? Oh, there it is. I can see it. It's behind the shed. So I'll get that on, and we'll cultivate first. Because obviously, when you're planting, unless you've got one that will do it without cultivations, the planter needs to be cultivated. It needs to be cultivated before you can use the planter, basically, on the land. So we'll have to do that first, which is a little bit annoying, but it's just what happens when you have a cheaper planter that can't direct drill. So we'll go over to that field now. I'm not going to get past the combine. Combine probably will be used today to do the sunflower harvest. I thought I'd just get this field growing as soon as possible so we can get it established this episode. But yeah, first job will be to cultivate it. So I'll start doing that now. I think this is set to... Is it set to... No, I don't think it is. I was going to say it's set to expanding the field, but I don't think it is. That's fine. Okay, so I'll get on with this on time lapse, and then we'll get it planted with sunflowers. Okay, so that's the cultivating done. It'll take quite a while actually, it's a bigger field than I thought. because I managed to whiz over it with the mulcher last episode and didn't seem too bad, but this time using the cultivator it took quite a lot longer. As you can see through there, Daggerwin has started harvesting the sunflowers, and the combine header seems to have stolen the position of the cultivator, so I'm going to have to just put this here. I think should be able to sort it down, but there we go. Right, so now we're going to be doing the planting of the sunflowers. The problem with the planter is it does use up quite a lot of seed and fertiliser, well, especially the seed, quite quickly, so I'm going to have to put the front loader down. I'm going to need to reload it, I think, with seed quite a few times. I'm not sure whether Daggerwin will be available to help because he's busy with the harvest at the moment. As you can see by the money, he sold all the straw. It's now up to 98,000. That's a nice boost. So we'll soon be able to afford something else. Not sure what we're going to be getting yet. I would like to upgrade one of the tractors to a bigger tractor. Oh wow, that's heavy. As you can see, we need a bigger tractor. But it would also be, obviously, we're saving up for the olive harvester eventually as well. That's a long-term thing, and various other improvements as well. Another suggestion I've been getting quite a lot recently, or we've been getting, is to build a grain mill to process the wheat and stuff, because you will get a lot more money for flour than what we would for just wheat on its own. I'm not sure how much the grain mills are, but I think they're quite expensive, around 100,000, I believe. So we have got enough money to do it, but then obviously we wouldn't have any money for anything else, so I'm not sure whether we'll be doing that yet or not. We may do, I'm not sure yet, we'll have to see on that. But for now, I will be planting this field with sunflowers. That will help keep the oil mill running. We don't have any canola grain at the moment, we only have some sunflowers, well, the ones that Daggerwin's just harvesting, and obviously this field now. But yeah, it's always good to have some oil crops in the ground. This field next to us is soybeans, I believe. Fortunately, they're not going to be ready at the best time, because the price is best in summer for soybeans, and they're going to be ready sort of probably January time, so maybe even December, so the price for them isn't going to be very good, so we'll either have to store them or take a bit of a hit on the money and sell them in the winter, but hopefully we'll be storing them. But I think for now I will get on with planting this field with the sunflowers. Right, that's the field done now. It did take quite a while. Unfortunately, this size of planter, it's not quick, doing sort of 5-6 miles an hour, and the field is reasonable size, so yeah, it's not a quick job. Unfortunately, we spent most of the episode doing that. I'm not sure what Daggerwin's been up to. I know he was mulching this field down here. Oh, I think he's going to start drilling it, is he? Oh no, soil sampling. Something like that anyway. I think he's got the soil sampler on. So I'm going to drop the planter off, probably here. The mower seems to have taken the position that was in, so I'll drop this here. There was a comment I saw that said we haven't sold this yet, the bale wrapper, and that can be sold now because we've got our own combined wrapper baler, so I will do that. Also, that field does need rolling as well, which is unfortunately more field work, but it does need doing really to improve the yields. So yeah, it's just one of these things. If we want the fields to grow, we've got to look after them, and we've got to spend the time making sure they're right. So yeah, that's the downside of having good crops, is you've got to spend the time on them to get them established. So Daggerwin's just been resampling that field. I will just put this on and take it down to the shop and get it sold, because we won't be needing this anymore, and that's just a bit of bonus money that we can have, which is good. Also, I think when we do eventually get a bigger drill, if we sell all of the drills we've got, or at least 2 of them, one set of drills, we will get quite a bit of money back for them as well. Well, a reasonable amount, not massive money, but oh, I know what he's been doing. He's been extending that field. That's good. That means that next time we have a crop in that field, it'll be much more bigger area to grow. So that'll be good. That will increase the total amount we get off the field. Obviously, we've got more clearing to do of those trees. At the far end of that field, it goes back quite a long way actually. So yeah, definitely worth doing that. So I think the plan at the moment is to extend the field like we've just done, or Daggerwin's just been doing. And then the other part of the field, depending on how flat it is, we'll probably build something on it or use it for something else. I'm not sure yet. Maybe just grass, but we'll find out. We'll see once all the trees are cleared. Okay, so here we are at the shop. I'll get this sold. Needs repair, and I'll repaint it as well, and then sell that. How much do we get for that? 11,000. So not amazing, but a bit of extra money that we didn't need, so that's good. There's 2 bags of fertiliser here. They could do with being at the yard, but I can't take them with me at the moment, so I haven't got my front loader on. Anyway, yep, we'll go back to the yard, and I'll probably put the rolls on and get that field rolled next. So here we are back at the yard again. So that's one piece of equipment out of the way. I don't think we really need that cultivator either. Probably should have sold that as well. But that can be sold another time if we don't need it again. Just because with the cultivator, even the one I was using today, it's quite small really. If we do get 2 of us on it, it'll take a lot less time, so it might be handy just to keep it. It's not worth a lot, so we might just hold on to that for now. The other thing I haven't done is just check to see if these fields need lime or anything. Obviously they won't need nitrogen because we've just done that, but that field is saying to that's going to need sampling again soon. Didn't realise that, so that's the one we drilled last episode. pH is alright apart from that new corner we did, but it's not really worth doing that now, it's just extra time, so we'll do that next time the whole field needs doing. The one Daggerwin's about to do though, that could do with some more lime on it, so I'm not sure whether he's going to do that or not. But yeah, the one I'm doing here is mostly fine, it's just that corner, but that's because we extended the field. Anyway, yep, we'll continue with this field now. Unfortunately, we spent most of the episode on it. I know it's a bit annoying, it's not the most exciting thing to watch doing field work, but it has to be done. Will be new different jobs to do soon. Maybe when we get an olive harvester, that'll be different, but that might not be for a few episodes yet. I really would like to get a new tractor before too long. I'm not sure when that will be, and I also don't know whether we should keep both of these tractors, the Massey and the Voltra, or whether we should sell one of those and replace it. I do think it's quite handy having an extra tractor. Obviously we've got the small vineyard tractor, but that's seems to have been demoted to being on the chicken trailer at the moment, the chicken feed trailer, because obviously that's almost a full-time job feeding the chickens at the moment. With the well, it's going to get even busier doing that because of the trough capacity. It's not the best, so yeah, that's a pretty full-time job for that tractor at the moment. Obviously it will do some vineyard work I think as well. We haven't really done anything with the vineyards, and probably spraying, but we haven't got any of the equipment. So yeah, that's a long-term project. Anyway, for now I will continue this with the rolling. So that's the rolling all complete on that field, and that is now pretty much complete. It does need spraying with herbicide, but that can be done once it's germinated. Daggerwin has just finished, but he hasn't rolled his field. If it's not done now, it won't get done, because obviously you can't roll once it's germinated, and it will have germinated by next month. So I can do it now. It's probably going to take a bit of time. But otherwise it's not going to get done, and that will slightly reduce the yield. It's not a massive issue, but it's always nice to get as much yield as possible. He's planted soybeans in this. Hopefully that means that should be ready towards the spring, so that'll be good. Not obviously the price of soybeans is best near the spring, or June I think it is. So yeah, not such a bad time of year to plant soybeans. So yeah, I will get this rolled. I think it shouldn't take me too long. It's a bit of time. Obviously you're going to see it in time lapse, so it won't matter much to you, but I know I'm aware of the fact that I've done pretty much just field work most of the episode, which is not exciting really to watch, but it just has to be done, doesn't it really? Otherwise we don't have any crops growing, so we need to have the crops in the ground, and to do that we have to do field work. So hopefully you don't mind too much, but if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. So yeah, this will be my last job for today. I will get on with this. Done now with the rolling. This is just going to show you in real time what Daggerwin's been doing, and he's obviously cleared some of the stumps away and extended the field into the trees here, which is good. That means we'll get more crop next time. It's actually amazing because at the start of the episode this field still had a crop of sunflowers growing in it, and just in this episode we managed to harvest them, or Daggerwin has harvested them, extended the field, removed all the stumps, and re-drilled the field. Now I've rolled it, so that's quite good. And also obviously I've been working on my field as well, so that one's all done as well. So that's 2 fields to completely turn around in one episode. Although the one I was doing actually wasn't harvested today, but even so I had to cultivate it, so it's had a lot of work done to it as well. Anyway, there we go, rolling complete. Just show you on the map as well probably. So now we've got, that's Daggerwin's work, that's mine. Obviously we did that one last episode, and then that one will be the next one to harvest, which is soybeans. Yeah, that is nearly ready, so that will probably be next episode. So there we go. Quite a productive day, I think, even though it's not been the most exciting to watch. This tractor really does struggle pulling these rolls. I don't know. Well, when just setting off with them, it's alright once it gets up to speed, but just setting off it's because of the manual gearbox. I think it doesn't like choosing in a gear. I don't know what it does, but it would be nice to have a tractor without the manual gearbox. Daggerwin's got one, but this tractor hasn't. It's got a manual, so it's a bit slower. Anyway, there we go. That's the end of today's episode. I'll leave it here. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it today, and I'll see you again in the next one.